This next star is a neutron star. We have reached the next waypoint in our neutron highway route. We are now 264.82 light-years from Dryu-Pru, TU-C C1-1102. There are no bodies in this system with previously discovered biologicals worth scanning, based on your bioscan value thresholds. Setting course for Dryu-Pru, TU-C C1-1102, the next stop in our neutron highway route. System is just one jump away. Transitioned to which space? Heading to Dryu-Pru 2CC 1102. The star coming up is scoopable. We have reached the end of our neutron highway route, Commander. No bodies have previously discovered biologicals that meet your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander. Setting course for Dryu-Pru, QZ-C C1-468. It's not even a hop, skip and a jump away, it's just a single jump. Targeting Dryu-Pru, RZ-C C1-723. Now jumping to Dryu-Pru, CC-723. The star coming up is scoopable. We're now 41.87 light years from Dryu-Pru, QZ-C C1-468. No bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold, Commander.
Charging.
We have successfully transitioned to Witch space. Heading to Dryu-Pru is FB 2-177. This star we are jumping to is scoopable. We're now 39.55 light years from Dryu-Pru, QZ-C C1-468. There are no bodies in this system with previously discovered biologicals worth scanning, based on your bioscan value thresholds. 3 biological signals detected on body A5C.
Oh, 07 Commanders, welcome to the stream. Tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about... who's jinxing who? We're going to talk a little bit about Raxxla. Now, early on in my Elite Dangerous journey, I remember Ben mentioned something about Raxxla. That was this mysterious place. And I've done a bit of digging, read a couple of articles, and I'm going to have a chat about it. And yeah, I'm not going to find it tonight. I never said I'm going to go find Raxxla, but Ben suggested that, yeah, we'll talk about it anyway. Anyway, let me just get down on this planet, and then I'll bring up some articles, and we'll have a bit of a conversation about this so-called mysterious place. And what it does, and what it is, and what it is not. Well, I don't know what it is. Anyway. Right, so coming in, I am looking for Electrici, which means I am in or close to a nebula, and I'll show you exactly where I am in a sec.
Initiating
once we get on the surface here.
For body A5C. It is an icy body with gravity of 0.07 G and a surface temperature
G'day
of
to Ben Kenobi, Gen X
Celsius.
George, how are you, George? We've got Lars, aka John, how are you, mate? Good to see you. Thanks for joining me on this fine Sunday morning, your time. Sunday evening after dinner, my time. We're coming in a bit hot here. Right, we'll actually go down to the surface and land. And then I'll bring up a couple of pages I want to have a chat about. So there's a few things to find here. We've got a Funicular, Electrici, and there's a bacterium as well. So we shall. We had a green lot. We had a blue. There we go. That'll do. There we go. Right. So let me just bring up these articles. Where are they? Articles. Go. The Raxxla. Right. Okay, this is from the Elite Dangerous Wikipedia. Hang on, let me just bring that right up. There's a whole bunch of ads, don't worry about that. So, Raxxla, it's referenced. So this is the Elite Dangerous Wiki. Okay, it says Raxxla is a legend that has been circulating among spaces in one form or another for centuries. While there's little consistency among the various tales about Raxxla, the earliest stories about it agree that Raxxla is a definite place that holds a mysterious secret. Every explorer sets out to find Raxxla at some point in their career, convinced they have picked the thread of truth out of the sea of rumours, and if any have succeeded in their quest, they have held their silence. The equally legendary organisation known as the Dark Wheel is said to be dedicated to finding Raxxla. Okay, there is a codex entry in-game. It says, to the jewel that burns on the brow of the mother of galaxy, to the whisperer in witch space, the siren of the deepest void, the parent's grief, the lover's woe, and the yearning of our vagabond hearts, to Raxxla. Apparently it's a toast of the Dark Wheel. Yeah, right. So the legend of Raxxla has been circulating in whispers for centuries. The quest for this mysterious place, the legend of which is a deadly secret, was said to be the principal aim of the Dark Wheel, the punitive fraternity of legendary chasers from the early days of interstellar space. Earliest recorded mention of Raxxla dates from 2296 from the Journal of Art Tornquist. I think it says that. Torquist, a shipboard mechanic based in the Tau Ceti system. He writes, Cora comes home, soused and raving with wild stories, a new one every night. She claims to have found a map to some pirate stash. and all have to do is loan her my ship so we can dig it up. Maybe we could go find Raxxla while we're at it. Although Torquist's account is the first known attestation of Raxxla, it is clear from the context that the myth was already wide circulated. Anyway, so it's a bit like the myth of Atlantis, is what it goes on to say. There is, in the notes here, it says, Raxxla was first featured in the 1980 book, The Alien's World, a complete illustrated guide written by Stephen Eisler under the pen name of Robert Holtstock. Holtstock publishes a novella called Elite: The Dark Wheel, which came packaged with the original Elite game in 1984. That novella, which is outside the canon of Elite Dangerous, Raxxla was described as a mythical planet which held an alien construct that served as a gateway to other universes. A corps of elite ranked pilots have suspected to have found Raxxla and exploited the gateway for their own selfish purposes, and hired assassins to eliminate any independent pilots and members of the Dark Wheel who have tried to uncover Raxxla. Right. Now, I actually remember reading that little book that came in the game in 1984, the original game. I don't remember anything about Raxxla, though. That's too far gone. I would have to refresh myself with that little book. So what does Frontier Development say about Raxxla, the developers of the game? It says they have historically refused to explicitly confirm or deny the existence of Raxxla, a possible location, or anything else about it. Somewhere here, though, there was an interview. Where is it? Right, the executive producer of Elite Dangerous also commented, it was Michael Brooks, said, notably, there will be no clues, and has subsequently confirmed that Raxxla is in the Milky Way galaxy. I can't tell you where it is. It's a journey that everybody has to travel for themselves. You have said that there will be no clues. That is true, but I think you have to make some of it a tiny bit obvious so people know what they're doing. There's nothing to be revealed at this stage. And then another guy, Commander Scorbius, stated on stream that he was in the room when Michael Brooks said at the LaveCon Q&A in July 2020, the system where Raxxla is in has been visited by at least one commander. They just jumped and off they went. They either scooped and gone. He didn't say anything else, but the system where Raxxla has been visited, so it's not the 99.9% of the rest of the galaxy. We have been there, so you trust my word or not, that's a thing. But I was there when he said it at LaveCon, and it was a Q&A. So, not in a locked system, no, and we don't know how to find it or where it even is. There you go, and there's a whole bunch of trivia and stuff. I'll just pop the link to this into the chat, so you can have a read for it yourself if you want. Okay, chat. I'll pop it in the Twitch chat, and I'll pop it into the YouTube chat as well. So if you really want to, you can have a look-see. Anyway, so it has been visited. That's just crazy. So I didn't realise that that was such a thing. Anyway, let's get rid of this. That's enough Raxxla for the night. That was just a teaser of what has happened so far. So there you go. Do with that information what you will. So you're not mad, Ben. Apparently it's real. The developers have said, and somebody has visited it. So how good's that? G'day, Commander Bumbleflock. How are you, buddy? So you're not mad. It's real, Ben. It's real. Raxxla is real, and somebody has been there. I've not been to Raxxla. Somebody has been to the planet. and just scooted on by. Done a fuel scoop or, you know, jumped or what have you, you know. Anyway, we're going to deploy the Nomad. Where am I? That's the question. All right, hang on, let me just, before we go out there, I'll show you exactly where we are. So we're in a dark nebula. How do I show this? Right, light, there we go. So we're in this dark nebula thing. There is Colonia down here in its own little nebula. And I went off to the side, found this black wispy thing. So I'm kind of in this. So I don't know the name of what the nebula is. It doesn't actually say. But I'm definitely in the middle of it. And it has these like tentacles that go out. So I have found, this is the first system where I have found, they're not mine, but these will be first footfall. The Dark Wheel are a faction in the game. Oh, there you go. So is it a player faction? Are there player factions? I don't know. But to me, it's very interesting. Oh, they're stationed at Jamison. Oh, there you go. Right. So, really, if in 2020... Right, so this is my theory. If in 2020... Right, the FDev guy, Michael Brooks... Was it Michael Brooks? Said that it had already been visited 6 years ago. That was before Trailblazers. Yeah. So that was before colonisation. And it was just after... So 2 years after Odyssey had been released, right? Right, so we want to find... What am I looking for? I'm too high up, am I? Oh, no. That's what I want, the electric eye. Yeah, so... It must be fairly close to the bubble, right? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, gee, how am I going to land here? With all these bloody ice mushrooms. Right, we'll just land. Now, none of these are for the Codex. These are for Gav. Just for Gav. So, yeah, so that's... It's got to be fairly close to the bubble, you would think. And it's somewhere that has already been discovered. Which, it just blows my mind. Here we are talking about this secret thing.
First footfall has been recorded.
And...
Congratulations, Commander.
This secret thing, and somebody has already been there in the game and not even known that they were there. So how crazy is that? So I'll throw it over to the chat. G'day, Nix. How are you, buddy? In for a look. How are you? I'll throw it over to the chat. What are your theories
now move at least 1,000 meters from here to find a different
on
colony
Raxxla?
To continue the collection.
Where it is? Where do you think a commander like myself and other members of the squadron would go about finding this place? How good would that be for an expedition? I know we'd probably be at it for years, but, you know, it'd be something worth doing, I reckon. East Orion Company, first squadron to find Raxxla. How cool would that be? Yeah, I did open Pandora's box. I just read out a whole thing about it, buddy. And you just missed it.
We're at a suitable distance to take
But I put the link
sample.
into the chat, though, Nix, on the stuff that I found. It was just from the wiki. I wasn't going to go much deeper than that because, you know, tin hat theories. It's not Tin Hat Tuesday. But yeah, I dare say there's probably a lot of theories, personal and maybe public theories, that know. Well, they don't know. They would have been there and told everybody, right? I tell you, the day somebody finds it, every commander and their dog are going to go and visit it. Sure. And as soon as somebody does find it for realsies, FDev are going to do a community goal or something like that around it. For sure. Absolutely. That's my theory. Ben, are we losing him? I hope not. No, you're not going to lose me. If that was the case, I would have flown to wherever I thought it was anyway, right? Instead, I'll just stay around Colonia until Tuesday, and then we'll head back to the bubble and do bubble things. Oh, there's another electric eye. Yeah, got all these landings here today. So I hope you're busily typing in what you think Raxxla is and its purpose. It was interesting to find that the little book that came in the original Elite game is not classed as canon, right? Which is weird because it was in the original game. I'm following Gav so we can get lost together. Good on you, Ben. After I read that article, there was another article that I read as well.
Congratulations, Commander. You completed the
Which
scan.
was just an excerpt out of a
There are still 2 unknown species
some
left to scan on this
law
body,
website,
Commander.
Dave Wagner's law site or something like that, right? And it was just an excerpt from some commander's law log. And I thought, I didn't think too much of it because it kind of contradicted what the wiki page said. Now, I'm not saying the wiki page is 100% right. Nick says he's done some research and theories of your own, but I think part of the mystery is not finding it. As soon as it's found, it will become a common thing. So maybe just keep searching. Yeah. I agree. It's not like we're going to stop exploring just because Raxxla's been found, right? God, the fun of scanning an ice mushroom in your Nomad, as far as I'm concerned, is second to none.
That's our first sample collected, Big Cheese. Now move at least 500 meters from here to find a different colony to continue the collection.
So, yeah, absolutely, we're going to keep exploring. Why wouldn't we? I don't think Raxxla's certainly not first and foremost on my mind when I go out in the black every day and go and look for things. It's just one of those things. If I personally ever stumbled across it, the squad will be the first to know, that's for sure. We can all mount an expedition and go and have a look at it. But would I know what it is when I found it? That's the problem, right? I don't scan every single system that I go through. And I dare say most of you don't either. So the chances that we find it are quite slim. You know, us merry band of gentlemen and ladies.
Second sample collected, Commander. Now move another
Yeah,
500 meters from here.
it's
and
the
look
fun
for
of
the third
having
and final
something
sample needed.
unattainable. Although, like I said before, somebody has been there. And that's confirmed by FDev. So somebody hasn't been... Sorry, I'll rephrase that. Somebody hasn't been to Raxxla. They have been to the system that Raxxla is in. And that has been confirmed. So... it is one of the planets... one of the systems that have been discovered... Oopsie, that way a bit. Oh, God, come on, Gav. Bloody land the thing. That have been discovered already. So... I would love to mount a search for it. Now, I did find some Wikipedia... not Wikipedia. Bloody, Reddit threads about Raxxla, and I went, oh, gosh, some of these guys... get a little bit deep for me, they were. So that's why I didn't include that in the bit that I read out.
Great work. We can have
I
this
thought we'd be
sample
going down
to
a
genomics
rabbit
for some
hole like
cash.
you wouldn't believe.
Not a lot of cash, but it may pay your bar tab.
So, Yeah, I
Still
chose
one
not to do
unknown
that.
species left
There
to
were
scan on
even
this
threads
body. Come
about
on.
Raxxla on Steam. So on Steam even, if the planet is a discovered system, finding it again, yes. Yeah, I agree, Nix. It would be even harder because we've been there. Well, we, as in the system, you know, who's going to go and research all the systems we've ever been to? But I suppose what we can do is eliminate the last 6 years of discoveries, because it was 2020 at LatheCon where that Michael Brooks stated that the system has been visited. So at least you can cut away 6
That's our
years
first sample
of
collected,
Elite
Commander.
Dangerous.
Now move at least 500 meters from here to find a different colony to continue the collection.
And I'm thinking back then, in 2020, let's think about the ships that were available, right? There was no Mandy, right? There was no Caspian Explorer. The only ships you could really go out in the black, any sort of distance, was the DBX. So the Diamondback Explorer or the Asp Explorer,
Colony of this species. Commander.
that had any range anyway. Back in 2020. Can anybody else think of a ship that people would have used back then? The Crate Phantom, right? Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Nix has a theory. If they one down announce the shutdown of the server, they will reveal it to us. You reckon? Oh, where in the hell? Where is it? There it is. Talking and try to do EXO at the same time. Jump Conda. Yeah, if you fully engineer that, absolutely. So what did that get about? 60 light years? Not even that.
Second sample collected, Commander.
And
Move another 500
neutron
meters from
jumps
here
were a
and look for
dangerous
the
thing
third
back
and final
then.
sample needed.
But they weren't impossible because, for instance, Beagle Point and the Sag A were all discovered fairly early on, within the first 3 years of the game coming out. So it wasn't impossible.
We're now far enough away from the prior sample, Commander.
Come on, Bacterium, where are you? There she is. Show your ugly little face. So I don't think we would have explored too much of the galaxy in the first 6 years, right? It's only now that we're really starting to find our legs since the advent of the Mandy and the Caspian, that we've pushed the boundaries of interstellar
Nice job,
travel.
Commander. Another sample in the bag. You must have the patience of a saint. Looks like we have scanned all of the species of interest on this body, Commander.
Don't need that. Alright, so there's another planet in this system which I didn't discover. This one here, tightly locked, and it's got another 3 biologicals on it, so we're going to have a look-see.
Landing gear retracted.
So a very cash stream tonight. Just a little bit of exploring. A little bit of a chew on the fat about Raxxla. So it doesn't really say what Raxxla has there. What it is. It's this mysterious place, right? Apparently, in the book anyway, it said it had a portal to other universes or other galaxies or something like that, right? And whoever controls it has a lot of power. But officially, that wasn't canon, so who knows? Has anybody got any theories on what is actually there? What is it all about? Sure, we know the name Raxxla. You know that it's a mystery. What the hell is the mystery all about?
Nice to have you back. What's next, Commander?
Frameshift drive charging.
I'd love to know if anybody has any sin hat theories about it. That's for sure. Right, let's just get out of orbit. It's only 5 light seconds away. It won't take long to get to. Got this raging thirst. That bloody Chinese for dinner always makes me thirsty. So much bloody MSG. Right, let's go and scan this one. So I'm hoping to get a few dollary dues tonight with the exploration. But happy to hear about anybody's Raxxla theories in the chat. And we'll discuss. Thank you, Old Version, for the sub on YouTube. Absolute champion. 07 to you. Whoop. How many probes? 4. Alright, we should do it in 2, maybe 3. Probably didn't need 3.
Surface scanned by 50%.
There we go.
Surface
We got bacterium electrici
3
again.
biological signals detected
No
on body
new
A5D.
codexes. This has not been land on, so we'll get first footfall.
Detecting
Let's go
3
down.
signals below. There
We'll
are
get the
bacterium,
electrici this time, and
electrici,
that's it.
and fonticulua. Commander, are we going to go take a look?
Yep. So this is aquamarine electrici. We've already seen it. What about if Raxxla is not a planet in the galaxy, but a place behind a portal that was mentioned? It is the target, not the source. Ah, right. So it's like a utopia behind a portal thing. Now that would be interesting. Tell you what, would they really have... Yeah, I'm just thinking aloud. I know how hard it is to develop a game. Well, I don't
Initiating
know, but I
orbital
can imagine.
insertion for body A5D. I do love a good insertion, don't you, Commander?
Yes,
It is
I
an
do
icy
like a good
body with
insertion.
gravity
Anyway,
of 0.0 G and a surface temperature of minus 219 degrees
imagine if
Celsius.
we went through the portal and there was a whole new galaxy to discover, right, in-game. Totally different galaxy. Like we went to, say, the Andromeda galaxy. Through the portal. And apparently, well, from also the other page I read, Raxxla is already populated as well. So, I don't quite know how that would be, but interesting nonetheless. So we can build on this theory next, that's for sure. second galaxy theory is very popular. Oh, nice. Thanks for rejoining there, Ben. But would they build another galaxy in the game? You know, we discovered what? 0.09% of this one now. I think it's 0.9 now. Right, there's some more electrici there. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Right. And the portal is not a specific place, but a constellation of planets. And you can only pass it when jumping from a specific system to another at a specific constellation of stars. Okay.
First footfall has been recorded.
So,
Congratulations, Commander.
how does that figure, right? Seeing they said somebody has already discovered the system that it's in. Old version says they could have a dwarf galaxy.
That's our first sample
There are
collected
plenty
on Capitan.
of them around the
Now move at
Milky
least
Way. Yeah,
1,000
like
meters from here to find a different
the
colony
small
to
and large
continue the
Magellanic Clouds as well. They're irregular galaxies. Maybe it's a galaxy we can't see yet. Although James Webb Space Telescope is finding new galaxies every single day. Alright, so we're going to go find some more electrici. There's some there. Right, get out of the red circle, Gav.
We're now at an appropriate distance to find a new colony of this species, Gavla.
Right, let's find some more. Well, if they built this galaxy, it wouldn't be hard to generate another one on a coding front. Yeah, cut and paste. Yeah, I suppose. When you think about it. Just take out the Sol system and the bubble and replace it with something else. Nick says he jumped by accident and it is... in this galaxy, you can jump there only in that specific way, but leave it like any other system. Oh, right, okay. I see what you mean. Any theory is a valid theory at this point, that's for sure. Alright, so that's second sample.
Second sample collected, Commander. Now move another 1,000 meters from here and look for the third and final sample needed.
So if it's a portal to another galaxy, or another dimension, or another constellation of stars, what's so special about it? What riches would it give us if we did find it? I'm just asking the question. Because if we did go on a mad Raxxla hunt, right?
A new colony of this species, Commander.
And then what would we well, we wouldn't know what to expect to find, right? Oops. There we are. Like asking for the One Piece. See, I'm not, well, hang on, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for words. Use your words, Gav. I don't know anything about One Piece. Except they're on a ship. And they got a guy called, what's his name? Luffy? Or something? I don't know anything about One Piece. Or what the One Piece is. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not a fan, I've just never got around to watch it. They don't know what you will find. Could be untold riches, or it could be information. Ah, yes. Information. It could be the answer to life, the universe, and everything, but we already know what that is. 42. Right. Oops. Ice mushies. Are these what are these? These are worth $1 million. Don't even know why I'm scanning them. I should get out of that. That's right, 42, Ben.
That's the first sample of Fonticulua campestris collected, Commander. Now find another colony at least 500 meters away.
Like Raxxla, yeah. Alright, one piece. No one knows what it is, but all believe it is great. A collective legend, I suppose. Alright, there's these things everywhere. Let's just land by them. Yeah, there's some bug out. I'm not going to get the bacteria this time. Well, it'd be very cool if we found it either way, right? So, now that we've established it's real, and we've established that somebody has already visited the system it is in, does anybody have any idea on where it is?
Sample collected, Commander. Now move another 500
Which
meters from here and look
region of our known galaxy, in-game, does anybody think it's located? I think it is somewhere in or near the bubble. I agree, Ben. Because using my, well, deductive reasoning, we've established that Michael Brooks said that in 2020 at LaveCon, somebody had visited it already. Thinking back to 2020,
we have moved far
it's only 2 years after Odyssey. Somewhere around Leasty, you think? Well, that's a possibility. Right, I'm writing this down. I don't know where Leasty is, but if it's near the bubble, that's cool. Hey, let me out. Alright, that's the last one of these, and then we'll bug out of this system. It could be a box with a letter in it telling you you have all you need, reliable friends, gold credits, freedom. You already have all you need. It could be. As long as it's not
great work. We can hand
something like
for some
Pandora's box, when you open it and all the sins of the earth fly out of it. Or the galaxy, that is.
To find and identify on this body. Cheese man.
Right, let's get out of here. Old Virgin said there is a group of systems around Leasty that were in the original game. Yes. And especially seeing it's... yeah, it went a little bit high there. It's in the handbook that came with the 1984 game. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? Oh, can I do this? Can I do this? Jesus. That's some piloting skills there. Woo! So if you did a box search, right? Surely people have done this before, right? They've done a box search around the Leasty systems.
Welcome back. Nomad stowed and secured.
They must have done that, right? And searched every single system around it within, say, a, I don't know, what, 100 light year range or something? Yeah, I agree, Old Virgin, that they would have been explored to the nth degree by now. And if somebody has found it, they're keeping tight-lipped about it, that's for sure. Right, next system on our jump. Down here somewhere. An undiscovered system. Ben says as it was when
Now jumping to
found,
CC-1750.
as it was found, faster than light was not as it is today, as ships could not do
star
the
coming up is
distances.
scoopable.
Yeah, I mentioned that when you're out, Ben, when you're away. You know, the only really long distance back in 2020,
We're now 36.5
Asp
light
Explorer,
years from Dry
DBX,
QZ-C C1-468.
Crate, was it Crate Mark II?
Nothing in this system matches the
Crate
minimum
something?
bioscan value threshold.
What did we
Commander
say?
Kurt Nerd.
It was Crate something. Crate Phantom, right? About the only, and maybe a Jumper Conda. Right, so this is discovered by me, is it? No. Discovered by somebody else, by the looks of it. Alright, there's a first footfall there. What was there? 4 biologicals on a carbon dioxide planet. Another 3 there on a carbon dioxide planet. We don't know what the planet is. Right, what about... No, that's about it, I think. Who says this was discovered by me? Alright, let's move along. Next one.
Drive charging.
It has been in the game from the beginning, so it must be reachable in a ship. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
We're jumping to Dry CC-1-267.
And if they said somebody has already been to the system,
This star we are jumping to is
then
scoopable.
somebody's just done the same thing as I just did then. Just go past. I think you have to do things in order to find it. As they said, they did say they left a trail of crumbs to follow. Well, you look in Codex. All right, so let's have a look at that. We'll go into Codex. Is this...
We're now 33.14
It's already discovered, I
light
think
years
it
from Dry
has.
Crew, QZ-C C1-468.
17 bodies.
There are no bodies in this system with previously discovered biologicals worth
Has
scanning
this one been
based on your
scanned?
bioscan value thresholds.
Well, that one hasn't been scanned. The water world. Is that... we got biologicals? No. How about that one? No. There's a water world to scan, so let's go... What about this? That's a very hot planet. Is there biologicals there? Yep. Right, let's go to the water world, scan that. I like a good water world scan. Yeah, so let's have... Well, we'll line this up, and then we'll go and have a look at the codex in-game. Right, so I'll throttle right back. Alright, let's have a look at the codex. And we're going to look for the knowledge base. There is an entry, there we go, for Raxxla. There we go, so... Yeah, this is exactly that was in the Wikipedia, right? There are several versions of the Raxxla story mentioned an alien artifact, the Ophalos Rift, described as a gateway or tunnel through which parallel universes can be accessed. These details, however, were shown later to bear a striking resemblance to the children's story Princess Astrophel and the Spiraling Stars, and soon lost credibility. Oh, okay. Undaunted, some Raxxla seekers insist that the story's author had cunningly concealed facts about the mysterious locale in his books as hints for those with eyes to see. This is what I think hitchhikers. Yes. Students of Raxxla lore have noted that the legend exerts a strange potential fascination on the mind of the seekers. Commentators have compared this cessation to Fernway, the unaccountable longing for a place one has never seen. More than one interstellar truth seeker has become obsessed with Raxxla to the exclusion of all other dreams and spent his or her life in a futile search for it. Raxxla also plays a role in several conspiracy theories, most of which attest that it has already been discovered by some kind of sinister cabal or soul tyrant, which has leveraged its power to establish covert dominance over humanity. Whatever the truth, the one thing remains irrefutable. The legend of Raxxla continues to inspire explorers and conspiracy theorists to this day. Right, and that's all that's in there. That's it. The Dark Wheel has an entry as well. The Dark Wheel is given to a legendary group of explorers, adventurers, explorers, investigators, and treasure hunters, the existence of which is so lacking in collaborative evidence that it is generally considered a myth. The group is often mentioned in connection with the equally unsustained Raxxla. Right, okay. In 3300, the group identifying Dark Wheel emerged in the Shinrada Desra system, which is not accessible to pirates with lower than elite rank. It is not apparent if the group is legitimate descendant of the original Dark Wheel, a reconstruction, or merely a opportunistic imitator. There you go. You're thinking Bobby Ewing from Dallas woke up, it was all a dream. Yeah, I suppose. Can happen. Didn't that happen in Red Dwarf as well? Didn't Dave just wake up one day and it was all a dream, and his cat friend was really a real person, and Crichton and Rimmer were real people? Wasn't that an episode once? I can't remember. There were so many seasons of it. Great show. Yeah, I suppose that's a possibility, Ben. That would be a great little expedition as well. Try and find all of the systems that were mentioned in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Surely they're in the game, right? As well as points of interest for places mentioned in Star Trek and stuff like that. For instance, Kim and I were watching an episode of Strange New Worlds before I started streaming, episode 3 of season 4. Human Friend, right? Human Friend? Something like that. Anyway, it's the Scotty and Ortegas episode. They went to, it was a planet like Risa. Risa's well known in Star Trek The Next Generation as the Pleasure Planet. You know, are things like that there? Magrathea, yeah, that's the place where they make planets. Is that right? I think it is. They are in the game, yes, but some are permit locked like Earth was. Oh, right, okay. There must be a few permit lock systems that we can't go to, but as they said in that wiki post, right, if somebody's been to the system, it's not permit locked. Magrathea is meant to be in Barnard's Loop. Right, okay. Alright, let's get to this place. Enough chatting. I want to go see what's here. Could be something for the Codex. Might not be. We don't know. So now we've discussed it a bit more and read a bit more, I really don't know what to think. Except for the facts, I suppose. Someone's been there to the system. They haven't been to Raxxla itself, but they've been to the system it's in. It must be fairly close to the bubble, because that was mentioned 6 years ago. Old version seems to think it's in the Leasty system, around Leasty somewhere. And it's got to be in systems that were in the original game back in 1984. You could at one point go into Barnard's Loop before they permit locked the entire area. Okay, so did the let's go down that thread, shall we, Ben? There could be misinformation there that somebody has already been there. I don't know if they'd lie about that, Nix. Maybe. You never know. It could be misinformation. Brass off the scent and keep searching for it. So Barnard's Loop, has anything happened in Barnard's Loop since, Ben? In those systems? How many systems were locked? A lot is locked there. Oh, okay. Thanks, Nix. Alright, so we're just going to scan this, aren't we? It's Thargoid area. Right, so it's locked so we can't go visit the Thargoid worlds then. Is that what we're saying? The Thargoid home worlds? Is that such a thing? Because I don't know. I wasn't here during the Thargoid War. I've only been playing for... I looked at Steam this morning. 1,225 hours I've got racked up now in-game. Which ain't too shabby. Oh, let's just scan this. Nice bit of jazz in the background there. And we'll throw one up here too, just for shits and giggles, right? Have been there a few weeks... Oh, you went there a few weeks ago. You can go to the loop partially, but the center is locked. Oh, goodness. Alright, so we scanned that. That was a water world. We got a few space bucks there. Let's mosey on to our next system. Center is locked and the surrounding systems are locked. Is that because they don't want you discovering the Thargoid homeworld? Or do we know where the Thargoid homeworld is? There must have been one, right? They can't. These insects just can't spread everywhere. Oh, this one's undiscovered.
We're now 29.74 light years from Dryu Pru, QZ-C C1-468.
33 bodies. Alright, so this is worth a look-see.
There are no bodies in this system with previously discovered biologicals worth scanning.
Well, that's because it's not discovered, you sausage.
Also, looks like we just discovered a new system. Perhaps we should scan this one further.
No shit, Sherlock. We've got some HMCs, maybe. Let's have a look. Not that I'm going specifically for HMCs here. See what's out here. We don't know where the Thargoids came from. Well, blow me away with a feather. I thought that would have been something that we knew about already. Right? They had to come from somewhere. Right, three biologicals on this rocky body. Oh. There is some little yellow flags, so I've got to go visit that to get me codex up. Oh, there's another one there. Another something. Another gas giant. Nice. No green gas giant, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. 3 geologicals there. And I've got to scan all the geologicals for the codex as well. 4 biologicals there on a rocky.
On body 9C.
And there are 4 blue flags there meaning I haven't got them for the codex. But I have discovered them in a different sector. Okay. Got a bit of work to do in this system, haven't we? The Titan appeared as Stargoids far out in the galaxy and spent weeks travelling to the bubble. Okay, how fast... Do we know how fast they go?
One biological
One
signal detected
biological
on body 4A.
and 3 geologicals. Iron magma. Well, I haven't scanned the iron magma. Ooh. Sinuses, tubers, bark mounds. Or it could be... What the hell is that? Lutolium anemone. Well, fuck, we've got them all tonight. Righto, got to go check that out. Absolutely. We've already seen bark mounds, but the rocky body, a bit like IO there. Must be a gas giant in here somewhere. Well, we had no hope of catching them. We tried. Oh, you tried? Well, as in the speed. We didn't have ships fast enough back then. That's why we got the, like I say, the Titan drive components. And we used them to make the pre-engineered SCO drive, right? I got one on one of my ships.
Nice. 5's terraformable.
Oh, so there's a terraformable there. Gee, this system just keeps giving, doesn't it? You could jump into a system and see it pass. Bloody hell. Righto. Well, if they can interdict you in hyperspace, which, trust me, I've had happen to me once or twice, and just lived to tell the tale when I had a meta alloy on board. There's a whole video about it. Anyway, they must go fast to interdict you, right? When you're in hyperspace. And how they can pinpoint you in hyperspace has got me fucked. Do the Thargoids only have one word, exterminate? Well, not so much. Because I've been interdicted by them, Keith, and survived to tell the tale. Because I had nothing on there. They just scanned me and then passed, right? But as soon as you have a little bit of their tech on board, holy shit, you're done for. You just got to get out of there as fast as you possibly can. Right. Nothing really here. Nothing there. There are some interesting things to see, though, so far in this system. Alright, keep going. Go this way a bit more. What do we got here? Asteroids. Sounds about right. Yes, there was the meta alloy incident. Indeed. Indeed. That was well, funny enough, I suppose. Oh, I got a video out of it. Oy. Oh, my days. Right. There it is. Nothing there. 7A. Oh, there's another. There must be a 7B or something here, too. What have we got? Where is it? No? Where is it? Oh, the gas giant. Right. I didn't look hard enough. There we go. Number 8. There's no moons around that. Nothing here. A rocky body. HMC. 3 geologicals. Right, there's silicate vapor geysers. I think I have already scanned those at that last place we went last episode. I scanned those for the codex. But there is a planet that has some unique flora and geologicals on it as well, but we'll go to that one instead. How many to go? Last one. Lucky last, a gas giant. Alright. Right, so we want to go and visit 4A, 9C, and 10B. Alright, we'll go to 4A first. How far out am I? Oh, right, okay. 4A. I think I missed all that. Right, okay. Over this way. They don't like you touching this stuff. Oh, absolutely. I know that. I got out with 8% hull. I got out of that interdiction. Could not believe it. I survived. I ditched the meta alloy and buggered off. And then they ran away and chased the meta alloy. I never heard anything other than death moans from the goods. I survived and told, though. We did. Yes, you did warn me. You'd said, Gav, don't keep the meta alloy in Thargoid space. But I did, because I farmed it from one of those barnacles. Oh, you tried to warn me as well. Right. Yeah, so I stole a metal alloy from a barnacle, and I was told by many commanders, either get home quick or drop it at the first sign of trouble, and I didn't, and I nearly died. It was bad. But, you know what? You live and learn, really. So on this, 3 geologicals, and there is a possibility of some stuff that I've never seen before. So, not worth a lot of money, and remembering that this is a discover. Do it again. I don't know about that. I do have some meta alloys in the carrier, on my fleet carrier. Go watch the replay. I don't think I'll be doing it again for a long time. It was one of those sphincter clenching moments. Oh, funny. Right, so we're going to scan this. Do a surface scan. See what's on here.
Surface scanned by 50%.
One biological signal
bark
detected
mounds.
on body 4A.
Now, I've already discovered bark mounds, but we're going to have a look because they look cool. I thought it might be something else. Well, SRV survey said it was something else. Might have been. Maybe, kinda. And what there was there geologicals on here? Lava spouts, fumaroles. Okay, not where the bark mounds are then.
Approaching body 4A. It is a rocky body with gravity of
close
0.07 G and a surface temperature of 9
Right,
degrees
so
Celsius.
if I go close to it, what did I select then? Lava spouts. Right, let's get the bark mounds. Right, there's a terminator. Okay, right, I understand. So we'll take the bark mounds and go over the hills, find the red hot lava, scan those, get them in the codex so I don't have to scan them ever again. And then we'll be good to go. Right, I will jump in the Nomad. It might be a little bit high. But yeah, fun times. The whole frickin' Thargoid adventure. We went and did the INRA stations and stuff. Little bit of lore. We're doing heaps of lore at that stage, if I remember rightly. Ah, there's a bark mound just there. There's 2 of them. 3. You know, I'd never seen these things till like a week ago. And now I can't stop bloody seeing them. They're everywhere. There we are.
First footfall has been recorded. Congratulations, Commander.
Thanks.
Partial sample collected, Commander. Now go look for another colony of the same species somewhere nearby to continue the scan.
I will. Found an Emerald Stratus Cucummissus. I haven't heard of that either, buddy. Nice. Right, how far do I have to go? That far, obviously. What have we got? 100 meters. Nice. Park right here. Right, so we get out on the starboard side. There she is. Big old bark mound of bark stuff. Lots of them.
Partial sample collected, stud. Now go look for another colony of the same species somewhere nearby to continue the scan.
It's worth 16 million. Holy crap. Is that without first footfall? That sounds like a good one there, buddy. Right. Oh, I didn't have to go far. Alright. So it's 100 metres, not that far really, is it? Oops. Come on, land. What are you doing? Let me out. So, Nix, are you still around the Colonia area? Right, so it's not that one. There's one there. Right, get out from under the hangar. Right, there it is. Come on. Dyson, work. Cool. In a nebula nearby. Right, okay. So you're still in the Colonia area, buddy, yeah? We're not bugging out till Tuesday, or after Tuesday.
Congratulations, Gavla. That's another sample for Vista Genomics and a nice payout in your pocket.
Right, so we got
Looks like
that.
we have scanned
There's
all of
nothing
the
else
species
here.
of interest on this body, Commander.
Now, I'm hoping I can get high enough here to see the terrain change. I don't need to do that. And find, or do I just go back to the ship and we go out and come back in again? Where is the ship? Oh, it's below me. There it is. We shall request docking. The prudent thing to do. Where is it? Oh, okay. I'm completely in the wrong place. Behind me. What the fuck am I doing? Well, let's get up level with it. You know, I had a good one a second ago. Now I'm trying to figure it out again. Right, here we go. Right. Thought Nick says I'm in a galaxy far, far away. maybe he's gone through the Raxxla portal. Maybe. Alright, so I'll just go up and...
Your chair awaits, Captain. You want to take us out? Try not to scratch the paint this
and then find out where these things are and then go and see them. Scan them, bugger off. There were 2 other planets to go and check. Get into orbit. Come back again. Okay, Nix, no props, buddy. That's where I'm going. And if I go to this... Thanks for the follow. Vendla? Did I say it? What's the current theory? No, nothing new. I was just going over the lore. Because I hadn't caught up. I'm just, well, I'm not a new player, but I've been playing for a year and really haven't delved into the lore of Raxxla. But yeah, we discussed that at length for the first 30 minutes, and now we're exploring. So nothing new, just some tin hat theories, and it was interesting. Alright, so I want the lava spouts, fumaroles, and vents. I want some in the sunshine, so we want there. We go scan those for the codex. So up here is best. Get these scanned, and I think I got most of my geologicals already.
Orbital flight engaged.
So what we ascertained was, as far as anything new, that FDev have confirmed somebody has been to the system it's in, but they didn't scan for it, and they must have just flown straight past it. It is a real place in-game. What it is, we don't know. And it must be fairly close to the bubble. Because the information that was given by FDev was back in 2020, before the faster than light systems that we have today. Alright, so I gotta go find some of these fumaroles and stuff. Any will do. It's probably best to go down on the Nomad. I can scan in that too, so... Too close to the planet. Alright, 400 meters. Let's get up a bit higher then. So that's what we came up with so far. Oops, what am I doing? No, don't look at the specs, Gav. I didn't even know you could do that, but yeah. You should fall deep into the rabbit hole like the pictures that were found after running stereographs of sounds in the game. I found those, Ben, and I was so confused by them, I decided not to show them at all. And there were like messages in the spectrographs. Which is a very clever way to hide a message, of course. So, yeah, that was interesting. But, no information's been gained from it there, so... Go figure that. Alright, so where are these volcanic thingies? We shall look. I only want to scan them. I don't want to do anything with them. Not like I'm prospecting or anything like that. So we'll go over near the mountains. Usually where the best ones are. I'm going fairly slow. I should see them. Wouldn't it be cool if we found a spot like we did last stream? God, that was magical. So many raw materials. What did I do in the Navy? I was a radio operator. Yes, okay, Ben. Yeah, alright. You're a smart ass. Funny man. Right. Yes, it was a radio operator, but we didn't do spectrographs or anything like that. Wasn't spectral analysis. Right. Well, there's nothing here. Where's these fucking volcanic stuff? Maybe over on these hills. Oh, they're rocks, Gav. I am in the right spot, right? Must be. This is where they said they're all at. I only want to bloody scan them, for God's sake. Take me to your leader. Ah, there's one. Boop, on the horizon there. So should be able to scan it with the D-scan, I think. That's the one. That's the one. There we go. For the codex. Sulfur dioxide fumarole.
This looks like the first time we have found a sulfur dioxide fumarole in this sector.
Right.
Another entry for our codex. We
Lovely
just earned a
jubblies.
small bonus of 50 zero credits for that discovery.
50 0? Is that 50,000? Or 50? Right. Oh, I want to vent. Someone vent. So how would you hide a message in plain sight, if you will? G'day, Persnickety. How are you, buddy? How would I hide a message in plain sight? Yeah, in the sounds, I suppose. Isn't that how we found a whole bunch of other stuff in the game as well? These spectrographs? Or spectral analysis? Right. We need a vent and a lava thing mound. Red hot magma. Had a few more cheese sales. Nice! Having up more tomorrow. Good to see, mate. Good to see. You got any photos for the gallery for tomorrow morning? Be great if you could send them through, buddy, and I'll include. I've got about 10 or 15 already. Great. Photos, that is. But more, always good. Alright, there is another one of those. Or was that a vent? Alright, let's scan that and be done with that. No, that's the same thing.
You just found another location for sulfur dioxide fumarole. That's been logged in our codex.
Alright, there's a
Commander.
thing over here. Alright, that's what I want. The one. There you go. There's another codex discovery.
Congratulations, Commander. This
Can
looks
do.
like the first time we have
Got
found
a
a sulfur dioxide gas
Cotswold,
vent
which
in
will
this
be ready
sector.
next month. Oh,
Another
nice.
entry for our codex.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. There you go. Across YouTube channels. Right, so that was a vent. I'm looking for a magma. Red hot magma. Gotta be one here somewhere, right? After all, we are in magma country. Maybe down in the crater. Maybe not. I just want one more thing. Come on, you can do it. Shout out if you see it. I don't really want to crash me Nomad either. whole bunch of them would be nice, wouldn't it? Usually around hills and stuff. No, that's just another vent of the same one I just found. And back in bloody circles. Alright, we'll go over here. So I hope your sales are going well there, Persnickety. You're a very avid cheesemaker there, buddy. I think we might give this up as a bad joke and find it another day, I think. We have other planets to go to. Well, this one jumps at me in the next 2 seconds. I'll bloody circumnavigate the whole bloody country. Not the whole country, the whole planet. Looking for these things. Oh, that'll do, pig, that'll do.
Landing gear retracted.
Right. That would be actually good, Ben. That's if other members of the squad are up for it. See if I can put together something for the search for Raxxla. Find all the known places that are canon and go from there. Yeah, why not? That'll be an interesting, like, Easter egg hunt. And it's not even Easter. Alright, let's go find the other planets in this system.
Welcome back. Nomad stowed and secured. Your orders.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we want planet 9C. 8, 10, 9C. I need all 4 of these for the... Oh, behind me. As always. There it is. Yeah, that would be really good, Ben. Put it to the squad in Discord. See if anybody's on board and wants to join the search. It'll make for an interesting week of streams, that's for sure. Surely one of... Oh, I'm not going to say surely one of us is going to stumble across it. That'd be a little bit crazy pants, but, you know. Fun if we did, but... Well, you know, you can only try. We could do a box search. Right, let's scan this. Once again, it should be first footfall, so whatever's here will be worth it, for sure. If we did, FDev better give us our own in-game faction. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ben. And what would we call that in-game faction? Would it be the Easter Iron Company? of course. Or would it be something different? I don't know. The good old boys. Yeah, it would. Yeah. East Orion Company. I'm sure we could... You know, there's so many different weird faction names. Why not? Not saying our squad name's weird, but... Just saying. And this, slow down gap before you hit it. Alright, see if that'll do it.
Surface scanned by 50%.
What do we got?
4 biological
Alioida.
signals detected on body 9C.
Bacterium. Conker. Right. All of the different spots. Conker. Nowhere to be seen. Fucking hell, that's going to make it easy, isn't it? Maybe it's on the other side. And we got Fungoida. Ceticus yellow. Right, is the Fungoida and the Alioida in the same place? Yes, it is. Alright, so we'll go there. The Conker's worth more, but there was no blue on the map, so... Probably wouldn't find it. These will all be for the Codex as well. And first footfall on a few dollary dues.
Orbital flight engaged.
Approaching body 9C. It is a rocky body with gravity of 0.17 g and a surface temperature of minus 116 degrees Celsius.
Looks like it's a bit hilly as well. Right. Let's release Waterwick. Waterwick is the name of the Caspian. Not the Caspian, the Nomad.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, let's see what we can find. Gonna be a fast, I think. Something down there. Alioida looks like succulents. Like those. Park near there. Certainly doesn't, Keith. I've landed on a oh shit. 90? Is it over a 90-degree angle? Alright, where's footfall?
First footfall has been recorded.
There it is.
Congratulations, Skipper.
Very nice. Oh, there's one with a nice big fruit in the middle. Open up, face hugger style.
Congratulations, Commander. This looks like the first time we have found a green Alioida lamini
Hey,
in this galactic region.
I'm stuck in a
Another
rock.
entry for our codex. With the first sample bonus for this body, that's worth around 16.93 million credits if you get a sample.
Oh, nothing to sneeze at. Let's get that.
That's the first sample of Alioida lamini collected, Commander. Now find another colony at least 150 meters away.
Okay, some over here.
We're now at an appropriate distance to find a new colony of this species, Stud.
Oh, behave, ED co-pilot. Getting a bit fresh there, my love. There. Oh, there we are. Right, let's go the big one with the face hugger in the middle. There you go. Like an alien egg.
Second sample collected, sir. Now move another 150 meters from here and look for the third and
I
final
was
sample
thinking of
needed.
having a mega mining session. Get about the bubbles, see if we can fill ash and cool with platinum. Yeah, that'll be good. So many things to do when we get back, Ben, but you know. But who's to say, right, that
We
things
have
aren't
moved far
afoot
enough away. Now
in
look for
the
another
Colonia
sample.
system, right? And that on Tuesday, something will happen. X-Wiz, I'm new to the game and I have a question. Of course you can. If I know the answer, then I will certainly give it a try. If not, there are other many learned commanders in the chat, and I'm sure we can help out. So, fire away there, X-Wiz. Right, that one's in the can. It's the other thing I was looking for.
That's another sample collected. What next,
Fungoida.
Commander?
Up in the hills, I think.
3 unknown species left to find and identify on this body, Commander.
So I'm trying out EXO, and I scan the planet and stuff, but how do I locate it on the ground? Or do you have to blindly search the planet? Depends on what you got, right? So if you do not have a Nomad, like I'm currently in, then yes, you got to fly around like this. I'm using a Mark II bioscanner that is equipped in the Nomad. What you would normally have to do is go down to the blue bit on the planet for the the plant you want. Right, there we go. There's the Fungoida there, and you go and find. And what you can do while you're hovering up, right? This is one thing you can do. Make sure you got the data link scanner, the comp scanner, and it'll see how it's gone solid blue there. If you don't know what the plant is before you land, you can then go and press the button, and it'll tell you. There we go. And it tells you it's a Fungoida
Congratulations, Commander.
Cetisis
This
yellow.
looks like the first time we have found a yellow Fungoida Cetisis. Another entry for our
Cetisis.
codex.
Right, I'll get the name right.
This being on a first footfall body, that's worth around 8.35
And
million
then,
credits if you get a sample.
yeah, absolutely. You need an Artemis suit with the vacuum cleaner. Sorry, the geological scanning device. What's it called? DNA sampler. This. Right, this thing. What's it called? Genetic sampler. Right? And then you got to go scan the plant. You got to scan 3 species, 3 samples, and they've got to be
That's our first sample collected, sweetie. Now move at least 300 meters,
300
from
meters
here to
apart
find
for
a
this
different
one,
colony to
and they're all
continue the
different
collection.
distances, right? And I'm using some special tools. One is called ED Copilot, and if you got a PC, you can PC. I think it also works. Does ED Copilot work on Linux and Mac? I think it does. Running around a planet for 40 minutes and cannot find the bacteria that should be there. Oh well, bacteria is a pain in the ass, of course. Yeah, it looks like a smudge on the ground now. If you're on a white planet and you're looking for white bacterium, then yeah, sure as eggs around, you're not going to find it in a hurry,
We're
unfortunately.
now far enough away from the prior sample, Commander.
Alright. And before the advent of the Nomad, some of those plants, especially bacteria, is very, like Nick's just said, very stealthy. They blend into the environment. Unlike these plants that'll probably be sticking through me ship. Sampler has a scanner. Right, yes, absolutely. I'll show you how to use that if you haven't already done it. Right, so when you get your sampler out, if you hit whatever the button is, mine's on the right mouse button, and it'll tell you that these are the ones you can scan, right? The blue ones I've already scanned. And the purple ones mean...
Second sample collected, Commander.
What's the purple
Now move
ones
another
mean?
300 meters from
Purple
here
ones
and
mean
look
it's
for
a
the
different
third and
species
final
you haven't
sample
scanned
needed.
yet. Right. So, go and find someone. So, should I give up on it then until you get a nomad? Yeah, if you want to. Especially if it's white on white, it'll be nigh on impossible. Find the different species. Not many bacterium.
We're now at an appropriate distance
Not
to
many
find a new
bacterium.
colony
Oh,
of this
there's a new
species.
colony. Just
Your
see.
Hotness.
Not many bacterium are worth very much. The vast majority are only worth 1 million. And there are better ways to be spending your time. Yeah, as Nix has said, make sure you're looking at the blue areas where it mentions bacterium when you're in orbit after you've done your FSS scan, your detailed surface scan. It just covers the entire planet. Oh, right. In blue. Do not look at only all. Yeah. Switch between the different species. There should be a keybind that you can switch between. It's usually, I think it's E
Awesome
and
job on
E
scanning
and
those
Q.
3 colonies. You're
Rings a
making
bell
progress in your
on a
exploration
keyboard, a
endeavors.
mouse.
There are still 2 unknown species left
Oh,
to
you
scan
did.
on
All
this
right, well
body,
that's good.
Commander.
Yep. So yeah, bacteria is a pain in the ass to find. Look for something else. All right, so that was that one, and there's Conker somewhere on this planet, but I'm not going to find it. And bacterium is in a different place, so let's just bug out of here. All right, landing gear up.
Retracted.
Ship is behind me. Let's ask to dock. Now, the Nomad should be released in about 3 months anyway for in-game credits. I don't know what the cost of it is going to be. But you've got to have... you can... Any ship that can have a ship-launched fighter can fit the new ship-launch vessel bay as well, which is fighters and vessels. Yeah, they don't like the hills. You're right there, Nix. Flat areas, no hills. Fungoida likes the hills, and so does... Oh, what's the other one? Frutexa is another one that likes the hills
Welcome
as
back.
well.
How was it out there? Did you enjoy messing
Arceus
around
likes
in
the
the Nomad?
hills. Conker loves the hills. Sometime it only works. Land ping, land ping. Yep. Or use your buggy if you can. Right, let's bug out of here. Yeah, if you're looking just for credits, as Ben said, just look for K-class stars, and then you're looking for high metal content worlds. And most of the time, if you do find a biological on a high metal content world, it'll be either bacterium or stratum, and mainly stratum tectonicus, which is worth about 19 million. Yeah, join the squad if you're if you want a bunch of people that can help you out, especially if you're really new to the game. You could join the East Orion Company. Just hit Ben up, he's the squad leader. We've got a couple of rules. They're all fairly basic. No ganking. And be friendly to each other.
Frameshift drive charging.
Pretty good rules. Ganking is shooting each other when you're being nasty, that sort of thing. There's Ben. He's just jumped into Twitch for you. Yeah, we are a font of knowledge. I've learned everything I know about Elite Dangerous from these guys. Alright, so I want planet... shit, what do I want? 10B now. 10B. There's some things I've never discovered before on it. Oh, we're going to do the loop. They're doing a victory loop here. Slow down, ship. Nice brown gas giant there, lovely. Yeah, more than welcome to join the squad there, X-Wiz. We got a Discord. You can ask so many questions in Discord. We've got a squad chat area for anybody who wants to know anything. Good fun. Oh, I'm going to overshoot it again. Ah, the good old whisper on chat. Yep, lovely. Right, we'll scan this one. I sent the link to the squad Discord. I can... Yeah, do that, Ben. What have we need? 4 probes. Yeah, the probes.
Surface scanned by 50%.
3 biological signals.
Right, so we've
detected
got
on body
Alioida
10B.
is the only one they haven't found. There's a bacteria and a
Detecting
conker,
3
right.
signals below.
Bacteria
There are
and the
Alioida, Bacterium,
conker.
and Conker. Commander, are we going to go take a look?
Alright, so the Alioid and bacteria in the same place, roughly, and then there's conker. Alright, so if we go to this bit here, right, which is, this is for the conker, so just outside of the blue are the other 2. So, look for a terrain change. What's the terrain colour? Right, so from dark brown to light brown. Okay. Let's do that. Do that.
Approaching body 10B. Planet
get-
is of
get the
type rocky body.
conker
Surface temperature
first.
is minus 97 degrees Celsius.
Or the
Gravity at
Alioida
the surface
first. We'll get
is
that. It's down here, this bit.
0.14 G.
You're funny, Keith. We got nothing to do with the Freemasons, by the way. Alright, up the Nomad.
Landing gear deployed.
Right, so there's the bacterium. And this one's a pretty easy one. Nothing to do with them. The truth is far stranger than fiction. Yes, right, so this bacterium's easy to find, right? One of those damn obvious ones. Now that I land on it, where has it gone? There it is.
First footfall has been recorded.
Yay.
Congratulations, Commander.
Thanks, boss.
Congratulations, Commander. This looks like the first time we have found a yellow Bacterium orisus. Another entry
Mexican
for our codex.
Bandito
With this
01.
being on a first footfall
Thanks for
body,
the follow
that's
on
worth around
Twitch.
5 million credits if you get a sample.
I'm only doing it for the codex.
That's our first sample collected stud. Now move at least 500 meters from here to find a different colony to continue the collection.
Stud. Right, well there's some plants there that I Different species. Haven't scanned. Looking for the bacterium. Bacterium.
We're at a suitable distance to take the next sample.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There's one over here. 2, by the way. Here we are. It looks like the Alioida Arcus green is over there. How are you, Mexican Bandito? What you been doing? Did I pick the wrong side here? Yeah, well, there we are.
Second sample
That's
collected,
yeah, right.
Commander.
That's 2
Now
samples.
move another 500 meters from here and look for the third and final sample needed.
I will. I've still got to try this out. What, this game? Absolutely. It has some legs, that's for sure. Oh, the ship. Right. The Nomad? Yeah, absolutely.
We're now far enough
You got
away
the game,
from the
right?
prior sample. Commander.
Game is good, yeah. The Nomad's very cool. I'm loving it. It was worth the dollars that I spent on it. The real money, ARCs. Absolutely worth it. For me, one of the best purchases in the bloody game so far.
That sample is complete. Big cheese.
Right.
There are still 2 unknown species left to
So
scan
there's
on
another
this body.
species just
Commander.
here. I'm hoping this is the Alioida that I've yet to scan. Assassinations and hunting people. And all right. Yeah, this could be good. I'm doing a stress test on the... Yeah, exactly, Ben. You know what? I'm sure I've discovered this Alioida before. Maybe not this colour. Who knows? Find out. It'll tell us if I haven't done it before. Worth 7 mil. No,
Congratulations,
I have
Commander.
not discovered
This
it
looks
before.
like the first time we have found a green Alioida Arcus in this galactic region. Another entry for our codex. With the first sample bonus for this body, that's worth around 36.26 million credits if you get a sample.
Took the Panther Clipper Mark II to Danforth this morning. Forget
That's
it
the first
turns like a
sample of
tank.
Alioida Arcus
Absolutely
collected, Commander.
does.
Now find another colony at least 150 meters away.
You know, I haven't done any special missions in this other than exobiology. There's some more over there.
We have moved far enough away.
It
Now
will
look
be
for
pretty
another
cool.
sample.
Okay, no drama. See you when you get back. There we go. And this one.
Second Alioida Arcus sample collected. 1 to go. Now move another 150 meters from here and find our last sample.
So I'll get this one, and the bonker was just to the north of me. Oh. Green one's here, this'll do.
We're now far enough away from the prior sample. Commander.
I have been more used to the Type 11 for the past. Oh, you've been doing a lot of mining, haven't you, Keith? Nothing wrong with mining. Right, that one's in the can. How many credits am I up to?
Nicely done. Lover, you're becoming quite the expert at gathering
152
biological
million, it
samples.
says here.
unknown species left to find and identify on this body, Commander.
Right, so it was at the terrain change, wasn't it? The north. So over here. Landing gear up and I can go fast as. Faster than the ship can. Yeah, you must have made a squillion space bucks there, Keith. Right, now Conker's normally in the hills, so we'll just slow down a bit.
Landing gear deployed.
Bit of a scan, see if we can't find it. The blue bits, but I don't want the blue bits. Conker, where are you? Sometimes hiding in little valleys and that the like. Some of the other stuff. That's in the right bit. We'll do when Agincourt gets back. Ben pays better, yeah. Yeah, it definitely will be good to do some not core mining, laser mining. I do like that a lot. Right, well, we've got a terrain change here. If we get some green. Slow down, it might help, Gav. Any Conker? No. Just bacterium and Aleoida. Maybe we have to go over here.
Landing gear retracted.
Where the colour changes.
Landing gear deployed.
Just like these little gully things. Ah, there she is. I have found the Conker. Alright, so this one is one for the Codex as well. Pays 2.35 million space bucks. It was in front of me, wasn't it? Oop, there we are. And yes, they do look like Conkers with a big furry bed out at the top. Conker labiata. Wonder where I got that name from. There you go.
Congratulations, Commander.
Codex.
This
What have we
looks
got?
like the first time we have found a teal Conker
26%?
labiata.
That'll be
Another
nice.
entry for our Codex. With this being on a first footfall body, that's worth around 11.76 million credits if you get a sample.
So much fun. Right. 2 more samples
Let's
of this.
just call these genital plants, shall we, Commander?
Oh, you're so rude, Edie co-pilot.
That's the
Genital
first
plants.
sample of Conker labiata collected, Big Cheese.
Right.
Now find another colony at
There's
least
a colony just
150
there.
meters away.
Now we'll land here.
We're now far enough away from the prior sample, Commander.
Bit rude tonight. Boop. Right.
That thing reminds me of those videos you were watching the other night, Commander.
Ah! You haven't heard that one
Second
before.
Conker labiata sample collected.
Oh.
1 to go.
Fucking
Now move
hell.
another 150 meters from
And
here
I
and
wasn't
find our last
watching
sample.
those videos at all. Thank you very much. I don't know what she's referring to. Right, there's one just here. 2 right. I'm sure I didn't have her on when I was watching those videos. I don't know what she's referring to though.
We're now far enough away from the prior sample, Commander.
Where did it go? Oh, I
We
landed
have
on
moved
it.
too close to the prior sample colony,
No, we
Commander.
haven't. Here
we
it
need
is.
to move further away.
Got it. Alright, so that's done.
We're now at an appropriate distance to find a new colony of this species, Commander.
She always comes out with something saucy.
Congratulations, Commander. That's another sample for Vista Genomics and a nice payout in your pocket.
Right.
Looks like we have scanned all of the species of interest on this
We
body,
have.
Commander.
Request docking. Let's dock. Get out of here. I think I've scanned all the planets. I think I have, yes. There is a terraformable to scan. Planet 5. We should do that because I'm so close to Elite 1 on exobiology, on exploration, which is different than exobiology. So we should scan that, really. So I want planet
Welcome back, Commander.
5. Planet 5. There it is. It's a terraformable.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1.
So planet 5 is just there. Slow down a bit. I'm going to go past it. That would be not good. So all we have to do is scan this one, just because it's terraformable. We'll get a few bucks. Do you think the Nomad should have an auto dock feature? It kind of does, but because it's a fighter, yeah, it won't. Because when you get close enough to that back exit, like you go halfway along, well, as you probably know, Keith, I think you got one. It sucks you along and lines you all up, so you can't really stuff it up too much. So it kind of does the last mile for you. You know, not mile, but you know what I mean. Right, so this is terraformable with rings. Very nice. Somebody lives there. Define too much? What? This is 5, isn't it? Yes. I don't want to hit the rings, but we will scan it from there. Seven probes. It's got a bit of weight behind it. Bit of mass. Top one. The first scan was 29%. Second scan took us up to...
Surface scanned by 50%.
Ah, thanks, Persnickety. You're a champion, mate.
Surface scan complete.
Alright, so that's all I had to do there. Well, let's just scan it. Just get a quick away, and then we'll go to the next system in our little leg.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I'm up to 164 million in bio. We handed in at Vista Genomics. Looks like the next system's undiscovered as well.
Now jumping to dry recruit, 2-20. This star we are heading to is scoopable.
Yeah, absolutely not
We are
discovered.
now 26.83 light years from
There we go.
Dryu Pru, QZ-C C1-468.
6 bodies. Okay.
There are no bodies in this system
Worth
with
a
previously
look-see.
discovered biologicals worth scanning, based on your bioscan value thresholds.
Oh, not the lights,
A new
Gav.
system discovery. Congratulations,
Alright,
Commander.
so there's 2 of the bodies. Go find the rest, eh?
Disengage.
Could be just gas giants. Who knows? Won't know until we check it out. Oh, we got some icy bodies and some asteroid clusters. Where's these stars? There's the stars. There's a B star as well. Right. Just asteroids or some sort. Where are the asteroids at? Just here. There we go. Alright, and then we just got icy bodies. Oh, they're around the B as well. Okay, what do we got? Nothing there. Pink one.
2 biological signals detected on body B2.
Electri and fonticular apu... what? Upu... Papa... Fuck knows. Alright, we'll go and have a look at that, because it's a species I've never seen before.
1 biological signal detected on body B4.
And another one that's I haven't seen in this sector before.
System scan complete.
3
And
biological
another
signals
one I haven't
detected on
seen in
body
this
B1.
system before. Alright. We're going to go out to the B. How far away is B? B1. B1. It's B2. Where's B1? Oh, it's only 400. That'll do. 400? 4,000. Sorry. We can do that. Oh, way too fast, Gavler. Looking at the chat, not looking at the frickin' out the window. There we are. That's okay, didn't go too far. See you soon, Keith. We'll go around the front and scan this one. In the sunlight. I had hit the wrong button then. I thought I'd broken something. Six? Oh, maybe, we'll see.
Surface scanned by 50%.
There we go.
3 biological
So we got
signals detected on
bacterium.
body B1.
We've got electrici and we got fonticular, and it's a yellow one, yellow flag. That means I haven't got it for the codec before, but it's worth scanning the electrici as well. Right, is that in the same place? Yeah, all right. So we'll highlight the electrici, and then everything else in the same place. So just this bit here will do. We'll find the fonticular as well. very shiny white-ish. What's it look like for realsies? A little bit of a different colour, bit pinky.
Orbital flight engaged.
We're approaching body B1. It is an icy body with gravity of 0.22 g and a surface temperature of minus 185 degrees Celsius.
Bit chilly. The fonticulars like the ice mushrooms. We'll just jump into the Nomad. Gonna have a look-see.
Landing gear deployed.
No, I'm not very high up. Can't really see anything there. Oh, that's behind me. There we go. There's the fonticular. That's what I'm after. The ice mushrooms. Oh, they're orange. Well, blow me away with a feather. Normally they're all
First
blue.
footfall has been recorded. Congratulations, Commander.
Alright. Well, that is one for the Codex. Nice.
Congratulations, Commander. This looks like the first time we have found an orange Fonticulua campestris in this galactic region.
Well,
Another
any
entry for our
galactic
codex.
region.
With the first sample bonus for this body, that's worth around 5 million credits if you get a sample.
It's not much, but, you know,
That's the first sample of Fonticulua
I'm trying to complete
campestris
my
collected,
my
Commander.
sticker book, you
Now
know.
find another colony at least 500 meters away.
There's some. After the other day's discussion, I kind of look at the Codex as my sticker book. You know, the one where you you know, fill it full of stickers for a collection. Which way was it? There it is. I went all the way around. Silly thing to do. It is what it is. Let's go.
Second Fonticulua campestris sample collected. 1 to go. Now move another 500 meters from here and find our last sample.
Roger dodge. I'll see if I can get one that's close to the Electrici, which is the next thing I want to scan, just for the bucks. Got some there, and there's Electrici over there. Okay, it was none right next to it. There's some over here. Oh, that's a bit dodgy. Alright, how about here?
We're now far enough away from the prior sample, Skipper.
So the first Electrici is behind me. That's fine. Plan all this out. There we are. Ooh, orange ice mushrooms. Big fat oyster mushrooms. Very chewy. Probably die. Right, that one's in the bag, baby.
And that's
Klaus!
another species sampled. This should
How are
make
you, buddy?
Genomics happy.
The carrier Franconia Explorer
There are still two unknown
has
species left
Explorer
to
has
find
arrived
this
in
body.
Colonia. Very nice, Klaus. Right, I didn't need to go backwards. We had a couple of Electrici here. I already have these ones in the Codex, but we'll scan them for the dollars. The space bucks. That's the ones. because I'm in a nebula or very close to
That's our
one,
first sample collected, Commander.
that's where you get to
Now
find
move
these
at least
electrici.
1,000 meters from here to find a different colony to continue the collection.
And how are you, Klaus, on this fine Sunday? Right, so you got to go, what, a kilometre? Find the next one. Is that one? There's one here, right, okay.
We're at a suitable distance to take the next sample.
I think it's this way. Right, there we are.
Second sample collected, Commander. Now move another 1,000
Oh,
meters
let's get
from
the
here
third
and
one.
look for the third and final sample needed.
Right. Kilometre away. Are they a kilometre? Yep, okay. That's where I'm going then.
We're at a suitable distance to take the next sample.
Smash! Oh, watch out for the limbs. Not poke an eye out or anything. There we go. In the can, baby. Right, let's bug out of here.
Congratulations on completing
Fine,
that
thank
sample.
you. Hope.
You're on your way
Yep,
to a sweet
all good
cash
here. It was
reward
raining all
for
day.
Mr.
Very gloomy.
There are still one unknown species left to scan on this body, Mon Capitan.
Attracted.
Other than that rain, which was, you know, good for the garden. Good for me veggies. Everything's been great. Right, now I can't remember if there was another planet. I think we've done them all in this system. I will just zip out.
Welcome back, Commander.
Freight drive charging.
Just to check. Get out of orbit. Right, so that was that B1? B2. We do B2. Right, so that was B1, right, so B2. That's something I'd never seen on it before either. No rain here. Grass is turning brown. Thinking about, so mate, you'll need it. So as soon as winter comes, as soon as autumn and winter come, you get the rains. And you'll need all the bloody grass mowing equipment you can get your hands on. Alright, I hope there's enough food for your goats there, Klaus. Right. This one's a bit of a maroon coloured planet. Do a scan on this one. See what mysteries that we can unlock. Grass has turned into hay as well. Yeah, that's about the size of it for us as well. Not right now, but you know. What am I doing? Right, scanner. I had the wrong one. I don't know why I did that. 6 probes, you reckon, eh? Right, what do we get with the first one? 35%.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Did I pick the wrong planet? This is B2, right? Oh, this is B3. Oh, I'm a freaking idiot. Where's B2? Right. B2, where are you? Scan that for nothing. Right. B2. Right, there we go. Didn't we already do B2? We were just there. Hang on, we'll just have a look. Oh, it says I haven't scanned them. Alright, fair enough. Well, we'll soon find out. I'm losing my mind, guys. B2 or not B2? Indeed. Oh, they have enough food. That's good to hear, buddy. And then there's B4 as well. I don't know why I chose B3. It wasn't even on the list. Maybe because I like the colour. Maybe that's what it was. Ha! Right, we're in the sunny side already. Scan this. There's a type of fonticular I've never seen before, allegedly. Probe 6, right, okay. We'll see.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Right.
2 biological
So
signals.
we've got
detected
electrici
from
and
body B2.
fonticular. Now this fonticular I haven't scanned before.
Detecting
The
2 signals
electrici
below.
I have.
There are electrici and fonticulua. Commander,
Alright,
are we going
just-
to go take a look?
Just one check again. Are they in the same spot? No. But they can be if you pick the right spot. Alright, we'll go up there a bit. They're both in this area up here. So we'll go find some. So this fonticular could,
Orbital flight engaged.
probably won't look like an oyster mushroom because it's something different.
Initiating orbital insertion for body B2. I do love a good insertion, don't you, Stud? Planet is of type
course I
icy
do.
body. Surface temperature is minus 194 degrees Celsius. Gravity at the surface is
Bit chilly.
0.25 G.
Okay, Klaus. No drama, mate. See you soon. Okay, wait for the ship to stop. I can see forests of whatever I'm looking for just down there. Oh, that looks a bit strange. No, it doesn't want me to land there. Alright. Doesn't want me to land anywhere here. It's because I don't have my landing gear down. Ah, you freaking idiot. There we go. That'll do it every time. Good old landing gear not deployed trick, eh? Right, so this stuff looks unusual. That's not your normal fonticular. Let's just have a quick look.
First foot fall has been recorded. Congratulations, Commander.
Got funny little spirally things. Very cool. First time I've ever seen these. There's one for the Codex.
Congratulations, Commander. This looks like the first time we have found an orange fonticular Upupam. Another entry for our Codex. With
There you
this
go. No
being
wonder I
our
couldn't
first
say
football
it.
body, that's worth around 28.64 million credits if you get a sample. That's our first sample collected, Commander. Now move at least 500 meters from here to find a different colony to continue the collection.
There's one over here. Not everywhere. There's Electrici as well. I will pick up the
We're now at an
Electrici
appropriate
just
distance to find a new colony of
for
this
the
species, Commander.
just for the dollary dues. I'll rescan that type. There she is. I'll take a baby one this time. Not that it matters. Any of these will do.
Second sample collected, Commander. Now move another 500 meters from here and look for the third and final sample needed.
Roger. Over here. Just there will do.
We have moved far enough away. Now look for another sample.
Roger dodge. Very mellow music tonight, isn't it? Right, there we go. They almost look like chess pieces, don't they? Strange chess pieces, but chess pieces nonetheless. Right, so that one's in the bag. Now we're going to go find the Electrici.
Great job, Commander.
And then
You've
we
earned
can
us
go
a
to
nice
the
little
final
payout
planet.
from Vista Genomics. There are still one unknown species left to scan on this body, Commander.
Where is one? Over here. What's this? The Cobalt variant. I think it's over here. There it is. Nice blue one. Bit closer. Don't get electrocuted though.
That's the first sample of electric irradium collected, Commander. Now find another colony at least 1,000 meters away.
Roger that. $1,000 you say, eh?
We have moved far enough away. Now look for another sample.
Oh, I am. Cannot see them. There's one. Down this way. Alright, I missed it. There it is. All by his lonesome. Should be directly out the back door. Maybe not. There it is. That was close.
Second sample collected, Commander. Now move another 1,000 meters from here and look for the third and final sample needed.
Now, I got a new video coming out tomorrow on YouTube. The quest for the... wasn't a quest, it was a dismal failure of me getting low fuel twice in the same stream, no less, in deep space. Not even close to the galactic core. Nearly going to have to call in Thunderbirds 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. But thankfully didn't have to. I managed to get myself out of a pickle, and then I got lost.
We have moved too close to the prior sample colony, Commander.
Right.
We need to move further away.
Oh, right, okay. So, yeah. Bit funny. Well, I think it was funny anyway. I put a bit of comedy in there, so I think that's coming out tomorrow morning at 0800 my time, which I think is 1800 UTC. Sounds about right. There it is. Is that what I'm after? Yep. So watch out for that. If you haven't subscribed to YouTube already, jump on over there. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe on YouTube. And I do shortened versions of some of my live streams.
Commander. You completed the scans. Excellent. That sample will pay us a few credits when
Did
we
I
cash
do
it
that?
in.
Scan? Right, I've done that. Right.
Looks
And
like we have
sometimes
scanned all the
ship
species of
builds
interest
and
on this body.
all that sort of
Commander.
stuff. Some stuff not normally found on the stream, so...
Landing gear retracted.
Right. Let's go find the ship. I think we've got one more planet to find. That was B4, if I remember rightly. Had something on there I wanted to have a look at. We'll see.
Welcome back, Commander.
Crane shift drive charging.
Right, I think there's one more planet, B4. I don't know what it is. What's on it? Could be something exciting. Might not be. B4, 1 million. And it's not something I've discovered before. Oh, it is something I've discovered before. So we will skip to the next system.
Crane shift drive charging.
There we go. Next one's undiscovered as well. How much time we got? We got 30 minutes to go for till the end of the stream.
Now jumping to Dry Creek.
We're currently in a dark nebula near the Colonia area. It's about
Our next star is Scoop.
1,200 light years from Colonia Bubble. Is this?
We're now 23.86 light years from Dryu Pru, QZ-C C1-468.
21 bodies. Okay, undiscovered.
There are no bodies in this system with previously discovered biologicals worth scanning, based on your bioscan value thresholds. Looks like we are the first to visit this system.
We are.
Congratulations.
Thanks. See what we can't find, eh? Oh, everything's around the sea planet. Rocky Ice World. What else we got here? Anything different? Icy World. And another icy body. And one biological.
One biological signal detected on body C3.
Ooh, well, both are worth looking at. One could be Fonticular Lapida Orange, which I haven't discovered yet, and Bacterium Infomem Cobalt, which is worth 8 million space bucks. Okay, there is another one here. Couple. 2 circles means 2 or more. Okay, there should be some more over there. What's that then? Could be gas giant? No. Icy body. What else we got here? 3 biologicals on that
3
one.
biological signals detected on body C5.
Nothing I haven't seen before, apparently. So. Right. Let's find the next one. This gas giant. Oh, 3 gas giants in a row. One there. Another gas giant there. I see another one. Another one there. And there was another one. That's 4 gas giants in a row. My goodness. Okay, and none of them have got... Oh no, there is something somewhere. That one's got a moon. Or some such thing. Any more? No. Any more moons there? No. Couple of rocky ice worlds here. Nothing there. Nothing there. Any more? No, that's it there. Something around the B. Asteroids, of course. And something else around the B. Is that a high metal content world, I want to say?
System scan complete.
3 geologicals. Iron magma. Did we scan all of those? We did, didn't we? Right, so I want 3 C3. C3. So planet C3. Not that far away. Oh, I did pick the right one this time, didn't I? Yes. Okay. I'm out. Oh, okay, Nix, no problems, mate. Thanks for watching, buddy. 07 to you. Have a great rest of your day. We'll scan this one, see what's on here. Pretty sure the guess was good either way. Right, I want the light side. Go around a little bit. Add purple. %.
Surface scanned by 50%.
One biological signal
Oh, we got
detected on body
bacterium.
C3.
Right, bacterium, infomin, cobalt. So that's worth 8.42. With the first footfall, that is 5/8 of 4. So 40 something million. Let's do that. This bacterium may be dark on dark, so thank goodness I've got a nomad. Thin nitrogen atmosphere.
Orbital flight engaged.
Now entering orbital cruise for body C3. Planet is of type icy body. Surface temperature is minus 198 degrees Celsius. Gravity at the surface is 0.27 g.
0.27, right, okay. Not very heavy. Right. Jump on the nomad, see what we can see.
Landing gear deployed.
Roger that. A bit closer, can we see any yet? Just here somewhere. There it is. Where is it? There it is.
First footfall has been recorded. Congratulations, Commander.
Thanks.
That's the first sample of Bacterium informum collected, Commander. Now find another colony at least 500 meters away.
And we shall do that. Whoops. A bit fast there. Right, not quite. 500 meters. Oh, there's some more there. Not very green.
We're at a suitable distance to take the next sample. Second sample collected, Mon Capitan. Now move another 500 meters from here and look for the third and final sample needed.
Roger that. Find some more.
We have moved far enough away. Now look for another sample.
I'm trying. Bloody hard to find this stuff sometimes. Oh, there's some over here. No, I went past the small one, but we'll go for the big one. I don't even have to get out of the ship then. There we go. Right, burn that off.
That's another sample collected. What next, Commander?
Okay, one more planet,
Looks like we have scanned all of the species of interest on this body, Commander.
and I think that'll do for the night. Oh shit, nearly hit the bloody thruster things. So we didn't find Raxxla, you know how it is.
Welcome back. Nomad stowed
it's-
and secured.
Didn't
Your
expect to.
orders.
It's near the bubble. We're near Colonia, so it's nowhere near here,
Freight shift drive.
apparently. Alright, so D5A. D5A. That's what we want. Alright, so let's get here. Final scan. There's one. The bacterium is what I'm after for this one. Goodness me. Righto. Who would have thought? It's only for the codex. Not for the money. One for the money. Two for the show. I don't know. I don't even know the words. Ah, too much gravitation. Let's bleed some of that magic off. So we'll scan this little, what's this, a moon? Yeah, this is a moon of a planet. Free to get ready and go right, thank you, Megalonyx. I knew it was something like that. It's an Elvis song, right? Blue suede shoes, that's it. Alright, see if I can't do this in two.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Rightio, what do we got? We got the
3 biological
bacterium.
signals detected on body
Right, so the
5A.
bacterium's what I'm actually after. Oh no. I know.
Detecting
Cockora,
3
right?
signals below. There are bacterium, electrici, and
will
fonticulua.
go for-
Coordinator.
right.
Are we going to go take a
Where
look?
is the light side? This is the light side. Alright, so we'll go here, find the bacterium, and then land for the night. Stay here for the night.
Orbital flight engaged.
Initiating orbital entry procedures for body C5A. This one's an icy body. Gravity is 0.08 g. Surface temperature is minus 217 degrees Celsius.
And throttle back and get close. And then go for Nomad. Speed down. Nomad out. And away we go. Landing gear down. Bacterium to be found. Where are you? There's a bacterium, if I ever saw one.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
Dangerously low.
First
How
footfall
cold is
has
it?
been recorded. Congratulations, Commander.
Minus 217 degrees. Yep, that's one for the codex, alright?
Congratulations, Commander. This looks like the first time we have found a Lyme bacterium vesicula in this galactic region. Another entry for our codex.
Lovely.
With the first sample bonus for this body, that's worth around 5 million credits if you get a sample.
Alright, so let's get the sample.
That's the first sample of
Some
bacterium
there.
vesicula collected, Commander. Now find another colony at least 500 meters away. We have moved far enough away. Now look for another sample.
I am. I'm looking sampling. Lots of other plants. No bacterium to speak of. There's one. Go gadget nomad. Bonk. Should be right behind me.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
Second sample collected, Commander. Now move another 500 meters from here and look for the third and final sample needed.
Last one to get. And away we go. Well, actually, we're going to camp here for the night. At the planet we're camping at. There
We're
we
at a
can look.
suitable distance to take the next sample.
There she is. And tomorrow morning on the Gavin Weber YouTube channel, the Cheese channel, there is also another live stream where I answer your home cheese making questions. Yes, I'm that versatile. So we will be doing Ask the Cheese Man, episode 404. Quite the task. We've got lots of photos in the cheese making gallery from
Great work. We can
home
hand this
cheese
sample
makers,
in at
and I'm
Mr.
sure
Genomics for
we'll have
cash.
some very interesting questions. That's at
Two unknown
0800
species left to find and
Australian
identify on
Eastern
this
Standard
body,
Time.
Commander.
Which is, I think it's 0800 UTC. Alright, we won't bother getting that just yet. I'll get that tomorrow.
Retracted.
Let's just get up behind. Let's ask permission to board. There she is. Oh, so funny. Most satisfying method for cutting the cheese. And I know what you're talking about, you cheeky monkey. Alright. Using a cheese wire is the best way to cut a cheese, if you really want to know. Alright, let's land the Caspian on the planet. If we dare. Landing gear down.
How was it
now
out
it's
there?
quite rocky
Did you
down
enjoy
here,
messing
so
around in the Nomad?
I did. Don't you worry about that. Right, now it is quite rocky, so let's see if we can't find ourselves a non-rocky... Oh, there's a spot right there. That's what we're after. How good's that? Well, 07 to you, Commanders. That's it for tonight. We will be back again tomorrow evening live. And like I said, a couple of videos coming out. So there's a video tomorrow about running out of fuel, or getting low fuel and then getting lost in space. You know, just like Will Robinson. And then tomorrow morning, live stream on the Cheese channel, Ask the Cheese Man. Go check that out. That's called the Gavin Weber channel on YouTube. And then tomorrow night, another live stream, and we'll be doing some more exploring in unique places, looking for amazing biologicals and all that stuff. All right, until next time, if you can't fly safe, fly dangerously. All right, 07 Commanders, see you later. Bye.
What's the matter? Can't handle it. Commencing shutdown procedures. The virtual co-pilot service is terminating.